Eric's eating the wrong mushrooms. Well, let's start off some wins. Everyone, welcome Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Wow.
Hey, Kevin.
It's Eric's eating.
Hi, Kevin.
All right.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi. Welcome. Thank you.
Good.
Kevin's a new agent joining us out of Casa Grande.
Good morning.
Oh, I have somebody for you then. Cool. I got a referral for you already.
Awesome. Thanks.
There you go. Quick and easy. Just like that.
Yeah.
All right. What are your
Yeah.
wins? Celebrations, something you're just dang proud of.
Closed another one yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
Listing appointment went fantastically yesterday. So if everything goes right, we'll be listing here soon.
Fantastical. Love that.
Oh, I forgot I had a listing appointment yesterday. I did that too.
Got that counter for my listing yesterday.
Yeah, you did. You're going to get accepted offers today.
Yes, hopefully before I go on vacation.
All right. Is that it? I've got a wicked bad headache because of the storm pressure today, but that's what I get for having multiple body injuries as a kid.
That was the most cupcake thing I've ever heard, Dan.
What's that?
I've got a headache because of the weather pressure.
Well, when you've had the amount of TBIs I've had from not being a cupcake, makes sense.
Can we share losses, Dan?
If you want to.
Yeah, I just made a whole cup of coffee and forgot to put the damn cup under the coffee.
That
The Jim
sucks.
would do. That's a very California move there, Trey.
I am pissed looking at this right now.
What the hell?
I am tired.
Trey needs a hug. He's
Yeah.
gonna have one of those days. Trey just needs a hug.
I was making the kiddos some breakfast and then I had the coffee going and then I'm like, wait a minute.
Tired of California always getting dragged on these calls.
It's because we have better Mexican food.
Oh my God, here we go.
But I see you guys every summer pulling up to my beach. Whatever.
Amen. It's because they don't have a beach.
Were you born in San Diego, Fabi?
I was born in Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara?
That explains a lot.
So you moved towards the beach yourself.
I always lived by the beach. Don't get
Santa
it
Barbara's at
twisted.
the beach too. Yeah.
I always lived by the beach, Dan.
Are you going to go swim in Santa Barbara's beach?
Yeah, actually.
Jim's not. He knows what I'm talking about. I'm from a part of California people from California don't even know about. So
Visalia.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ridgecrest.
Oh yeah.
I know where Ridgecrest is.
Ridgecrest.
Yeah, military people would know because that's the only reason it's there.
I know Ridgecrest.
I'll Google it later.
Bases up there.
Strategically placed to be in the middle of a munitions range. So, all right, it's Tuesday. Let's hear some situations you're working on, some conversations, some topics, some objections that we can work on to make you guys better today. And I'm sorry, no Papa Caldwell this morning. You don't get the wisdom from that old man. After the call yesterday, my dad goes, "Where have you gotten all this wisdom from?" I was like, "You old man." He's like, "Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah." It's interesting. My dad has an IQ of about 185. So for him to have normal conversation, it's difficult. It's kind of funny, actually. He feels uncomfortable. So I wish Christina was on the call. She was able to close out her rough deal yesterday. It finally recorded.
Where is she? This is unacceptable.
I don't know what's going on. She probably took a shot and took a nap because that was a headache for sure. I really want to talk about the importance of creating that comfort between you and the co-op agent. All right. You're gonna have frustrations. You're gonna have things that go wrong in a transaction. It is your responsibility as a real estate professional to manage your emotions. I'm not saying Christina went out of bounds and caused an issue, but I am saying that some people will do and say things that will just irritate you. You ever heard the term get your goat? Just get your goat.
Yep.
I don't exactly know where that term came from, But there are people out there that just have this supernatural ability to frustrate you.
Hmm.
Either they're, not organized, they're disrespectful, condescending, which is I think is a big problem in some of the real estate world. They're just going to get your goat, and it's your responsibility to fortify your brain. And part of that is having a safe space that you can vent. Sometimes you need someone to call and say, you know what, that guy. That's what's so important, that you guys feel comfortable with someone in your life to have very candid. Maybe it's your broker, maybe it's a team lead, maybe it's a colleague, someone you can call and say, you know what, I'm ready to go kick kittens. I need someone to talk to. And in the meantime, you keep yourself from doing dumb shit like, I don't know, blowing up at someone on the phone or blowing
I
a
like
deal.
this targeted today.
Oh, she pops up.
It's
Came out
like,
of
I
nowhere.
missed the first part where there are examples given of what not to do.
There was no names named. Don't bother watching the recording.
It was 100% targeted. I said, I'll recap the last 45 seconds you missed. I wish Christine was on the call because she just closed out a really difficult deal with a really difficult agent. And that led into the importance of creating a safe environment to work with difficult people, because some people are going to get your goat. They're going to frustrate you. They're going to irritate you. They're going to
Yeah.
get you to get out of your normal mode of operating,
Your normal composure.
right? And that's why it's super important you guys feel comfortable having those conversations and saying, you know what, man, I need a minute to just verbally kick kittens, okay? And that's okay. I don't expect you to all be Gandhi. Lord knows I'm not. Some of you have gotten the distinct pleasure of being in my office or around me on the phone when I get one of those difficult people. I handle it professionally. But when the phone call is off, nothing's recorded, nothing's in writing, I may kick kitten verbally.
Mhm.
Not that I'd ever kick kittens. I love my cats and my dog. But them kids, oof, watch out. Makes you want to kick a fat kid, right? At Kmart. You guys don't know what
They
I'm
don't
talking
have K marks anymore.
Yeah, but that was Theo Vaughn said that. He goes, ooh, makes you want to kick a fat kid at Kmart. So how do we handle situations with buyers, with sellers, with co-agents, with other agents, with people in general that are fraying at your nerves?
Take a beat, and if you feel like you're about to respond heated, maybe take a step back,
Yeah.
go for a little walkie walk.
Eat something. Be
What was
at
that?
home. Eat something and take your
Eat
call
something.
at home where you're not distracted on like the freeway or driving or anything. I find that if I ever had like a difficult conversation with an agent that was being hard on the other side, like I will take a minute, check in with myself, be like, am I hungry? Do I need a coffee before I have this conversation?
Do you just have a stock of Snickers in your car?
No.
You're not you and you're hungry.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a great idea. Here's a really important factor of negotiation. It's timing.
Yeah.
If you're not at the best part of your day or where you're mentally sound enough to have the conversation, should you?
Probably not.
Do you know some people wait until they know you're busy to call and ask you for something? Like Eric always calls me right when I'm eating to see if I can help him with something. So I changed my eating schedule just to make sure Eric couldn't call me during lunch anymore.
Now I just text you and see if you're eating first.
But taking a minute, taking a second, being like, you know what? I'm not going to answer that right now. Is it okay to send somebody to voicemail?
Yep.
Everyone shake your head yes. Right? This is really for me too. I answer every phone call even though I shouldn't. Sometimes people figure shit out on their own by giving them the space to do so. What's really important is that you don't get yourself lashed into a bad situation by being in a bad headspace, being stressed out, being in a loud, busy, distracting environment, and trying to handle negotiations. We all hear that word negotiations, and you may think, well, I'm not actively dealing a conversation around the money. No, the negotiation is the entire process. It's every conversation you have with the other side. It's every conversation you have with your clients is all part of the negotiation. And if you are just not in the right headspace, you can come up with something. Hey, I'm just wrapping up something right now. Let me give you a call back here in a little bit. All right, try that on for size. I'm just wrapping something up. I'll give you a call back here in a little bit. I can't tell you how many times I have had my phone ring and go, oh, I don't want to talk to him right now. Thank you for calling Keller Williams. This is Dan. Hey, you know what? I'm in the middle of something right now. As soon as I wrap up, I'll give you a call. Oh, I hate him. I'm being
You see your
dramatic.
hang up first.
Yeah, I'm being dramatic, but that's the thing is, right? You can take a second to say, hey, you know what? I'm in the middle of something right now. Let me give you a call back. Or shoot that text message. You get the phone call, they ignore the text. Hey, I'm in the middle of something in the moment. I'm with another client, or I'm on an appointment. Let me give you a call when I finish. Sometimes it's my sister. I can't talk right now. I'll give you a call later. You're always busy. Yeah, it's called being a business owner.
True.
But what I'll tell you is when I have an agent that is just incessant, well, Mikey and I are dealing with one right now, that he'll ghost us. He won't talk to us for 10, 14, 30 days. And then he'll call us out of the blue, and then one answers immediately. Like, bro, he called me, he called Mikey, he called me, then he called the brokerage, all within 7 minutes. Because we didn't answer his call. The listing says give an hour notice before showings. His voicemail to me, I was in a meeting with one of our agents, says, hey, I'm headed out to the property. I need the code. His text message to Mikey is, hey, I'm headed out to the property. I need the code. He calls the desk and says, hey, I'm standing in front of your guys' listing. I can't get a hold of the listing agent or the co-agent. I need the access code. I need to talk to the broker. 7 minutes.
Time, bro.
Someone
Your
didn't read the MLS instructions.
exactly. Your job is not to control their emergencies. Anyone ever heard this? Your lack of planning does not constitute an emergency for me.
100%.
But on the flip side, your lack of planning will create emergencies for you.
You got air from the noise, so.
So be prepared.
Really bad.
Take the time to go through and say, hey, this is what we're working on. This is our goal for the day. Here's our plan. I need to check out this listing, this listing, this listing, and this one says an hour, this one says 2 hours, this one is vacant, show anytime. Maybe do some scheduling beforehand. Don't try to get by on your good looks, Josh. Have a plan. Show up. Be ready. Get there early. You'll find yourself being less fragile. I like what Kristen called this the other day is anti-fragile. You're going to be anti-fragile. We all know someone who just every single bump in the road is an existential crisis. Right? Oh my God. Life is so hard. Dude, you forgot to put a coffee cup in the coffee machine. Chill. It's not that bad.
It's all fixed. We're good.
But that's the thing is, right? I would consider Trey kind of anti-fragile. Most people that would ruin their day. He would, if he were fragile, he'd be stewing about that all day. And every agent he talked to would get that story. Every client he talked to would get that story. Every person he talked to would get some rendering of the emotional trauma that happened this morning because the coffee machine just didn't work right. It's my wife's fault because she didn't put the coffee cups away. Right? We find victimhood very easily when we're fragile. So maybe the other person on the other side of the phone might be dealing with a little bit of that and pushing it out on you. So, again, protect your energies. Hey, you know what? Now it doesn't seem like the best time to talk. Let's connect later. Let me ask you guys all this one question. Can you demand that all conversation be in writing?
Yep. Sure can.
When do you cut that line?
What do you mean when do you cut that line?
When verbal communication has completely eroded.
How so?
I guess when it shifts, like if the other side becomes combative or hostile, or if there's a tone of like we're no longer working on the same team or toward the same goal.
Indignation, condescension, aggression, hostility, right? Victimhood, blaming, all of these things, they're non-productive. I'm trying to get things done here. And if you just want to sit there and talk and blame and yell and scream and be non-productive, I'm sorry. I don't have time for that conversation anymore. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, Mr. and Mrs. Agent, I don't care. This conversation is no longer productive. Why don't we go ahead and move it to writing? Send me an email. Let's get it handled.
I need a couple of these like printed and in front of my desk.
We all do. Would you be surprised if I told you that I can be a hothead?
No.
No. Yeah, I know, right. Surprising. Dan, he's so soft and gentle all the time. So caring and compassionate. I'm like a warm blanket right out of the dryer. There are some people that have gotten my absolute goat. And one of the worst things you can do is allow conversations to continue when you're emotionally volatile. Holly and I dealt with an agent that was just ridiculous. That old lady. It wasn't malice. It was just how she communicated, and it drove me nuts. Everything was a 15-minute conversation. And it's like, this could have been a 2-text message. Hey, is this done? Yes. And I feel obligated to talk to them because I'm like, oh, well, that's just how they communicate. No. You don't have to subjugate yourself to someone else's desires when it's not productive. Someone starts throwing around defamation and different claims to make themselves feel smart or big. That's when you end the call. Hey, you know what? Stay super level, super calm. Remember, almost everything these days is recorded. So this call is no longer productive. Go ahead and send me an email. We'll get it handled. I'll talk to you later. Or here's one I heard the other day. I loved it. Sir, if you're going to continue to yell at me, I'm not going to talk to you. When you calm down, you can give me another call. Explosion on the phone. I am calm. What would have been a better way to do that? Hey, this conversation is no longer productive. Go ahead and send me an email. We'll get it handled. Some people wake up, get their bitter coffee, strap on their arguing boots, and just start making phone calls. You know who I'm talking about. Sometimes they just like to jump behind a keyboard and just harass people on the internet. They want to argue for the sake of arguing. You can tell them the grass is green, they'll tell you the grass is blue, and then they'll make you regret ever engaging in a conversation with them. There are people like that in this business. There are agents like that in this business that have an ego so big that they have to push it upon you. Don't let them. There's a brokerage here in town. People call me all the time and ask, hey, do you know this brokerage? And I'm like, yeah, I do. Good luck.
Hmm.
Because the owner of the brokerage, the head agent, and his team and their team, the first thing out of his mouth, I'm a broker. I know more than you. Okay, that's great. Does your client want to buy this house or not? Well, you have this, and this wrong. Well, that's fantastic. The listing says that it's on the buyers to do their due diligence and find all that information. Does your buyer want to buy it or not? Well, you don't know what you're doing. I've been in this business for 27 years. Okay, that's fantastic. Sounds like you've had a pretty lucrative career. Does your buyer want to buy it or not?
Mm-hmm.
It is so easy to get baited in those conversations. I've been a realtor for 15 years. I'm a third generation real estate professional.
Those are my
Fantastic.
favorite.
I lost my hair at 19. I once had a goldfish named Stinky. I left the window open and killed my lizard on Halloween. It made me very sad. There's 3 pieces of information you didn't ask for that don't matter. So stop giving me the same. People will bait you. People will constantly try to drag you into their drama. Don't let them. Stay on target, stay on task, stay professional. Right? You need to stay in your lane, but here's the thing. There are going to be times where you need to get out the itches, man. It's just like, oh, I hate this person. You got to have someone you can talk to. And that person better be the type of person that will calm you down, will listen to you, let you vent, say, yeah, girl, her dress was ugly as hell. Now you feel better? Are we going to do it again? Have a nice day, pat you on the shoulder, and send you out of the office.
You never
Don't
called
talk
me
to people that are
pretty.
going to put more. What's that?
I said, you never called me pretty.
Because I'm not going to lie to you, Eric. What you need is someone that's not going to put gasoline on it. Yeah, you're right. Fuck that guy. Go tell him what you said. No. Let's get the voices out. Let's get the poison out, and let's go back in professionally.
Especially if you're hot-headed already and you need to know your own self, that you need that total opposite. It's gonna
Can I
be
share
like,
a little
hold
bit?
on,
Can I share a little bit, Christina?
you can share any and all, my friend.
Christina got another message from a really just junked up agent. She was a rough deal. And it was another idle threat in a text message. And Christina kind of went off in a text message. What did I say?
Don't put it in writing.
I wish I didn't see that in writing.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you're going to lose your cool. And it's going to happen. Try to stay professional the best you can. But there are some days that you're going to crack. Right? Everlast had a song about that. I've seen a rich man beg and a poor man sin. Or an honest man lie, right? All the things. It's going to happen. Hear me when I tell you this. If it's in writing, can it be proved?
Yep.
Right? Why do we want things in writing? So we can prove them. So if you're in a headspace that is like, oh, meet me outside. How about that? I'm going to put on my brass knuckles and my short dress. Let's get fighting on this. Don't send the text. Read it and read, will this get me in trouble? And if it will, don't send the text. If you're on a phone call and it comes out and someone just gets your gangster and they get that hood side of you, it's probably not as bad as if it's in an email or a text. But that's why I want you guys to take time, is if you're in a headspace that is not rainbows and puppy dogs, take a second, take a blink, take a breath, call me. Say, I'm ready to kick a fat kid at Kmart. All right, what's going on? Do you want me to call them? I've done that. I call it trading. You know, here, I'll call your crazy, you call my crazy. But the one thing you cannot do is allow other people and their poor decisions and poor planning and poor mental states to derail you. People will make you think that you're doing too much or doing the wrong things because it's not what they want you to do. They have a term for that. It's called gaslighting. Stay true to your clients, stay true to yourself, and stay moral. The rest is easy. If people aren't doing their job, it's going to suck, but you're going to probably have to do more of it. You're probably going to have to do more of their job than they are, and they're still going to get paid for it. But just put that in your little black book of agents you don't want to work with again. A little note next to this person's name, but like, this person was an absolute nightmare, and here's why. So when you come across them again as a buyer or a seller, you know how to handle it. Because after all, who's this about?
Your client.
The clients.
Has nothing to do with you, does it?
Nope.
One of my favorite things to tell people when they ask me how long I've been in the business is in 6 more days will be my first full week. Everyone laughs, and then they give up on trying to gauge your professionalism by how long you've been in the business.
Yeah.
When you strip ego from yourself, other people can't push it on you. Because at the end of the day, when you go home and look in the mirror, who's standing with you?
Yourself.
Yeah, that's it, right? Be proud of what you did that day. Be proud of how you handled tough situations that day. And if you're not proud, talk about it. Hey, how could I have handled this better? Or in my case, I know I've said some shit that I shouldn't have said. And I come back to it a couple hours later and I call and apologize. I'm a bigger person that way. I'm sorry. I said a lot of things in the moment I didn't think through. I was very frustrated. And you didn't deserve that. I apologize. How can we move forward?
Literally the text I just sent to a client.
You text, hey, Dan, I'm sorry. He said
I
some
did.
things he didn't mean.
I did. I said, sorry for Dan's behavior.
Yeah.
No, so I'll actually paint the picture real quick. I was at a conference thing with my wife Saturday, and around 1 o'clock, and that actually is about 11 o'clock in the morning. This conference was from like 8 to 8 o'clock at night. It was like a 12-hour thing.
Oh, wow.
And he calls me at like 11 o'clock. I want to see this house. Like, this guy never answers the phone, never responds, never whatever. He did sign a buyer rep agreement, so I'll give him that. And he goes, I want to see this house between 11 and 1. I said, great. I'm, unavailable, but I'll find a colleague for you. So I phoned a few friends, compensated a friend of mine $50 to go open this door for me, and told him, I got it scheduled with you. My friend's going to meet you there, such and such agent, painted it like he's a colleague, to meet you there, and he'll show you the property. They meet there, they show the property. They're in and out of the house in 2 minutes. He updates me. They didn't like the floor plan. They barely stepped in, turned around, and walked out. I'm like, okay, great. And I did tell him I'll call you back this evening when I finish up with this event. And it was about 9 o'clock by the time we got home and wrapped up, exhausted, and I didn't want to call him so late. So I shot him a text Sunday, no response, and called him again yesterday. Still no response, left him a voicemail. So he says, when you said you will call in the evening after the showing, I expect you to connect. If you fail, it jeopardizes my trust. It is not at your convenience rather than at the client convenience. I'm like, oh, it's like,
You
well, Dan said I had to take a beat. My initial response was not going to be good. So I said, my apologies. I was out of the area and traveling. I said I wasn't available until late. Out of respect, I didn't want to disturb you so late. I said, Aaron updated me that you're in and out of the home in 2 minutes, so I assumed it wasn't critical. How would you like to proceed? And then I said, I was attending an event with my wife that evening, but I stepped away for an hour to coordinate with a trusted colleague who could show you the property as quickly as possible. I also compensated them for their time. Ensuring my clients are taken care of promptly is something I take very seriously. I apologize for not returning your call directly. I made the assumption the situation had been handled and that it wasn't urgent. If all is well on your end, I would still welcome the opportunity to assist you in finding the right home and help you accomplish your real estate goals. That's not what I wanted to say.
Mhm.
When you take a second, it gives you time to be like, all right, you guys don't know this, but Jim used to run a gang, street gang, like all the,
I can
Yeah.
see it. I
Well,
can
Well,
see it.
he's up there with them.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
he's a gangster to something. So
Sure. The suburbs of Sacramento.
the most
I've been to
dangerous place.
Sacktown.
But here's
suburbs
the
of
most important lesson of
Sacramento.
all this, guys, is take a second, because words said in anger cannot be unsaid. And some people will just challenge you to a point of, girl, you don't know who you messing with. You know what? It's been a long time since I've been punched in the face. I don't like it. I'm trying not to have that happen again.
I laugh.
Right? I'm a big tough guy, right?
I was gonna say, unless you're one of those weird people like Eric obviously is too, that you're like, well, now we're just having fun with it.
Yeah, do it again.
I almost
Every
wanted to text back, no problem. The cancellation should be in your email shortly.
Yeah, no problem. Kick rocks with bare feet. Go put on some silk socks and go kick rocks. All right. All right, guys. Fantastic morning. Did you learn something?
Yes.
Good. Or you're just reminded of something, right? Take your time. Take a breath. If you got a tough situation you're handling, take a breath. Walk in with a clear mind. If it's not a clear mind, get it rescheduled. You deserve to be clear-headed to handle tough situations, and only you can control that. So I'm here for you if you need something. Other than that, for all of the Tucsonites, if you want to be in the office today at 11 o'clock, we have our quarterly meeting. Fantastic meeting information. You get to see a bunch of the agents, come give high fives. And then after that is CE credit. It is divorce and real estate. So a fantastic opportunity to learn and develop.
What can you
Free
do
CE for
tomorrow?
3 hours. So I'll see you guys here at the office here at River and Campbell.